So why would we say that you need to move beyond PDF? Well, the reason is actually pretty simple. PDF was designed for a world that no longer exists. PDF was designed to work into the world of standard old school publication, where we created entire documents, large documents, and they were consumed as single large documents. Today's world is nothing like that. And while the need for consuming single whole documents still remains in many situations, it's not the only need, and in fact, it's the minor need compared to what has become the major need, which is to deliver the right bit of information, the right part of information into a variety of contexts. To be able to write once in a coherent, consistent form and deliver that information into the channels that you need to deliver it into. For example, into the middle of a web page with lots of other information surrounding a little bit of the information that comes from your document. Or into a mobile device and delivering only the summaries, only the small abstract parts of the information. PDF was designed to create a print-ready document that could be sent electronically, transported electronically, and then printed out and read. We don't do that anymore. We still create our information electronically, we still transport it electronically, but now, by and large, it's consumed on the computer screen. This is not to say that PDF is no longer useful. For the applications that PDF was created for, it's still quite useful. When you need to create a long, full document with table of contents and all the rest of it, transport it electronically and have somebody else print it out and read it, PDF is the way to go. It's still a very good form for that. However, in all the other forms, and specifically on web pages and on mobile devices, PDF no longer suffices. As you can see from this quote right here, Jacob Nielsen, one of the web usability gurus of the world, considers PDF to be almost obsolete for web display. For printer use, PDF is just fine, but for web display, it's no longer good enough. So what do we need to do to move forward? Well, first of all, one of the things that PDF offers is a very, very good thing that you don't necessarily have to lose. You don't have to lose the creation and editorial processes that you've come to be used to using and the tools for creation and editorial that you're used to using, specifically something like Microsoft Word. We spent many, many centuries developing a writing and editorial process that's still very well suited to electronic information. The constraints of the editorial process have changed, like write more targeted, more specific, more chunkable content, but the essence of it is still the same. Writing high quality information has not changed over the centuries. However, delivering that information has changed radically. Where in the past we deliver it as very single large chunks of information, all self-contained, now the way we deliver information is in small chunks. So your editorial process is still solid, but your delivery process, when it's tied to PDF, is no longer solid because PDF belongs to that old world of delivering large, big chunks of information. Furthermore, the PDF experience itself is jarring. You're moved away from your web page where you were comfortable into a completely other environment, as opposed to having the information displayed specifically on the web page, and not all the information, just the necessary information. So the message here is that while PDF serves a purpose, it's only one in a variety of methods for delivering your information. Your editorial process can stay the way it is, it can stay sound, but your delivery process really needs to change. There is one other thing that needs to happen. Your understanding of your document needs to change. You need to understand that your document is not always going to be consumed as a whole. It may be consumed in small parts, out of the context of, say, the table of contents or the introduction. And how can you design a document so that it can be pulled apart and pieces used in the right context? How you do that technically is the subject of our seminars, but how you do it conceptually is really quite straightforward. To understand that there are different structural parts of your document that may be used in different contexts, A, and B, very importantly, to understand that the formatting and the way your document looks and feels can change radically from platform to platform. The way your information is going to be formatted on a mobile device versus on a printer versus on a web page can be very, very different. So you can't depend on the formatting, and that takes a big burden off of your content creation team. Formatting is a downstream process. Creating chunkable, structured content is the upstream process. And we'll show you during our seminars how that can be done technologically.